Morning, welcome back to RuralVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith, and I got this horse behind my head, horse picture. It's kind of like it's gonna lick my head or something. I don't know, but it's supposed to represent land because horses need a lot of land. They need the freedom to go run around, and this show is all about land. So we're talking about land today. I'm going to show some land that's up on the website, our little website, RuralVacantLand.com. We're trying to we're not trying. We're revolutionizing the way people buy and sell land. We're sending out cash offers and we say this is how much we'll pay for the land. And people say no way, no how, not happening. It's worth 10 times that. Or they say, "Oh, thank you. Thanks for making the offer. I need the money and I'll sell you the land. Here's the land. Let's do some paperwork. Got the land, let's put it on the website. And instead of selling it for what other people are yelling at us for prices, we put it something more reasonable above what we bought it for, but not what the realtors and the industry, the real estate industry is asking for." And as I consistently pull sets of data from the counties to study this, so what kind of what kind of prices to offer, I see this 1% spike. It's a graph that goes hockey sticking up at the end for the prices. Those are the ones that are advertised by the realtors. Those are the ones that are advertised and marketed, and when you go shopping, those are the prices you see and you go, "Oh my gosh, everything's too expensive and that's too crazy and I can't afford that stuff. And so let's go look somewhere else." Well, that's like a small part of the market. When you look at the history of the set of properties in the area, I mean, our recorded history, the stuff that's easily accessible in the computers and stuff, the last 30 years or so, I mean, lots of times only 20% of it's traded hands. 80% of the market hasn't even traded hands in the last 20, 30 years, maybe 40 years. So there's a lot of property out there that just doesn't trade hands. So we don't get valuations on it. And what are those people willing to trade it for? What are they waiting for? What are they looking for? Lots of them just don't know. They don't want to go market it. They don't want to put it up for sale. They don't want to do the work. They just want it out of their lives. They inherited it. It came from great 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 grandpa or something. No idea what he was planning to do with this crazy land out here. And they have different opinions. They live in a different city, a different state, different country, and they want to get rid of it, and they're willing to take the cash, and they take the cash and they move on. We get the land, we put it up for sale, and you guys get to pick through it. So that's what we've got. We've got a bunch of properties that we've bought for, I think, way below market prices, marketed market prices, more like real market prices in my opinion, and we're putting them up for sale at low prices. So let's dive into it. I was looking at the comments. It looks like the videos are I got some green lights going, so hopefully everyone can see what we're doing. And comments are going by, a bunch of people saying hello, good morning. Mysterious Granny is saying she's laughing about last week's question. Just going to take some notes. Robert Hines, good morning. Morning, Bob Hines. Jarrett Curley, Luke, just got my deed from the land I won a while back. Good, thank you. Thank you. Says thank you numerous times. Thanks, Jarrett. I just looked at the list of people that have been winning lands. I think I'm 5 or 6 land giveaways behind and getting the paperwork out to everybody. So the newest people that have just won, you shouldn't have your paperwork yet. I'll get it going. I'll get it out to you, and we'll get the paperwork going. I'm not super fast at keeping up with the paperwork on the giveaways, but it's we'll get it out to you and get you the land. And then towards the end of the show, I'll ask another question, give away some more land. Deplorable Duck says morning. Good morning. A bunch of people say good morning. Rocky Greer, thanks to you, I now won 3 half-acre lots. I now own 3 half-acre lots. That's cool. That's 1.5 acres. That's neat. So people are going from no land to some land, and I think it's more than just the land. It's a transformation from, in the old European days, it would be the people working the land and then the landowners. And in America, there's a lot more opportunity to be the landowner because we have taxes on the land. Lots of times the properties get recycled. People don't like to pay the taxes, and they're much more willing to sell them than to hold on to all the land and then charge people to come work the land or live there. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the U.S. that own real assets and charge others to work it, live it, do it. But the U.S. has a lot of opportunity, including properties on ruralvacantland.com, to go buy these properties, build a home, rent a home, have farmers come farm it, share crop it, whatever. I like the financing side. I like to buy the properties and offer them to people that want to make payments, and they get a shot. They small down payment, maybe $100 or $200 or $500 a month or something, and they start paying for the property and they pay for it over time, and they get their first real asset. And that can be a life changer. That can be a ripple effect through generations of not just trading your time for money, but starting to think about using assets to create value. You could use this land, and you could add the financing thing I'm talking about, all these other different ways to add value. But land starts out really basic, boring, hard to destroy, and whatever you do, hopefully it's adding value to that land. If you keep adding value to that land, maybe you build a hospital someday, or a power plant or something, big value, and you're the biggest taxpayer in that county or whatever. You can sell a thing for a lot of money, right? That's one example, but a house is a simpler example, or a tiny home, or a mobile home, or starting off somewhere. So let's jump into it. We got some land. One of the guys that's been posting properties on the website is Mike Hasman. He's got a new property he'd like to talk about, so I want to try to get him on the phone, and I'm going to throw his property up on the screen instead of my ugly mug, and see if we can get him to answer the phone. I got to find his phone number. That's right here on the screen. I should know that. All these people that sell land on the website, the number's right there on the screen. Because you can call the owner. This is ruralvacantland.com. You can call the owner. You don't have to call the realtor. Get lost in communications along the way. Okay. Mike, if you're out there, answer the phone. So Mike's got this lot. It looks like a funky shaped lot, but it looks like a good sized one next to town. And he's saying it looks like there's some possible ways to subdivide the lot. I should probably talk about where this lot is. Morning, Mike. It's Luke. Rural Vacant Land.
Oh, hey, good morning, Luke. How's it going?
Hey, good. So I heard you got a new property.
I do have a new property, and it's
Good.
kind of a neat one. So, yeah, I'm glad you called.
Yeah, I'd like to hear about it. So everybody, this is Mike Hasman, and he's got this property in Fremont County, Colorado. It looks like 23 acres. I've never seen this one before. I love looking at the new properties that are on the website. It looks like he's put some graphics together, the layout of the land. And it says, so this is one property, one APN, or is there multiple pieces to it, or how does it?
Yeah, so it's only, right, so right now it's only the one APN. So there's one APN, it's all 23 acres. But, I did a little bit of digging just to find out, what it would take. Because I was looking across the street, I'm like, well, I could see how they kind of had subdivided it. So I asked the county, building zoning department, what does it take to do that and split it up. And basically, there's so the lot itself right now, you can put a house on it and
Okay.
have all 23 acres. So right now you can put one house on it. There's water, so on the north side there, you see it's got highway access or paved road access there.
Can I
kind of a main road, right?
Can I
right,
cut you off for a sec?
From,
I kind of missed where this property's at. So we're in Colorado. I said the name of the county, but that doesn't mean anything to a lot of people. So we're just south of Denver. We're south of Colorado Springs. We're just a little bit west of Pueblo. And the town is called Florence. And there's a highway that goes through the town. And then there's a road, I guess Highway 13A that Mike's talking about, that goes past the side of the property. Okay, go for it, Mike.
Right, yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, that was a better setup.
Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's it's right there, probably about a half a mile from town. But there's a couple of subdivisions to the north of there. But right now it's zoned where you can only put one house there, right? And it's got water. That Route 13A in the north, it's got water there where you just you'd have to pay the standard connection fee. So I checked with the water department and said, I checked with water and sewer actually, but I checked with water and they said, yeah, it's right along that 13A. You just got to pay the standard connection fee. Right, and then you can see right now you can put a house on it and you'd have 23 acres to play with. Right, and there's a dirt road that kind of splits it at the top.
Yeah.
That's legal easement, and and that's maintained by the county as well. So it makes it easier to get to the rest of to that lot. The value though to me is that you can do that if you want to put, and the fact that it's a big lot and now you got all that land and now you're close to town where usually these 20+ acre pieces of land are 4 miles away, 5 miles away from town. But here you're literally, you can ride your bike they got a craft brewery right about a half mile away. So so it's kind of convenient too, which is nice, and you've got your water connection. But the real value I think too in this land is that so you can get creative in terms of all right. For $1,500, you can go and put in the application to have it subdivided into 3 lots.
Okay.
So you could put 2 lots up front, and then make the rest of it one big lot. So that would be your 3 lots, and then sell off a lot or something, or 2, or for I think it's $2,500 plus there's an additional fee, and I think it's might be another $2,000. So I think it's like $4,500 or $5,000, and then you can make them. Then you can go 4 or more lots. Right?
Okay.
Now in this, I think you could probably get. I think I did kind of a demo or one of those shots where I kind of said, here's kind of what you could do, right, and just mimic what they did across the street, where I think you could get 4 lots up front. And then again, each lot would be close enough to where they would do the standard water connection.
Yeah.
So you're not having to pay to run water. And then, I think the water company basically said we'll go a little bit further than that. So like you could do a couple across that paved road, or the dirt road even, and maybe get like 6 to 8 lots with water connections, nice. And then the rest would, you'd have to might be one big chunk or bigger chunks. Because with water, so the way it works is with water, I think they'll allow for 1 acre lot minimums. If you have water and sewer, so if you really wanted to develop a subdivision, you could, but the sewer is probably about a half mile away that you'd be at your expense. And if you did run the water and sewer, you could do exactly what they did kind of further north there where you can see all the 1/4 acre lots.
Yeah.
So you could technically make the 1/4 acre, but to me, I thought that kind of the path of least resistance was, hey, the water connection's already there. You could easily get 6 to 8 lots, and and then just leave the other one a big chunk and turn that loose if you wanted to. But I think it's just a matter of how creative you want to get. You could, for now, you could buy it, put your one house on there, and say, all right, I'll look at subdividing later, but maybe I just want the 23 acres, and I like the fact that I have a water connection, a city water connection. I like the fact that I'm only a half mile from kind of that main strip where that town. I ain't never heard of that town either, but it actually has some really neat things that are around it. In that town, and then kind of around that town, there's some neat. It's got that one bridge where it's the highest suspension bridge, and then they got all this like zip lining with it, and then you've got Pikes Peak is I think 60 miles north of there.
Neat.
And then you've got there's a lake I think about 25 miles kind of southeast.
Okay.
So there's a lot of kind of neat, and then there's a river here that kind of you can't see it, but it kind of there's river stuff to do there too. A lot of fishing in that, and whitewater rafting. I think the town that's like 15 miles northwest, that's considered one of the best whitewater rafting places in the country.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, yeah. So it's actually, it's got a lot of neat stuff here. Wow. It's kind of centrally located up. It's got stuff to the northwest, stuff.
So how much?
A dinosaur fossil place too.
Yeah.
That's not too far. So
how much you think the lots? How much you think like a 1 acre lot with water in the area sells for? Like you're asking.
So I was looking. Yeah, I was looking. I think between 25 and 30 is what I was seeing.
Okay, so that makes the economics sing. So you're asking $42,000 for the whole thing, and the realtors are asking like $25,000-$30,000 for a lot. You go make a couple of those lots. You make like 2 of them and sell those to cover your costs and keep the rest for free. You start selling a couple more on top of that, and you got down payment and some money to, start building your own house. And then the economics start working out for somebody who wants to go build their own house and they don't have all the money. Maybe they got some money, they buy the lot, they split it, they start selling lots, they get the money back and then some to go take on their actual house and get some bank finance to take out the rest or something. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, they could really get creative on how they wanted to do it. How fast? If they just wanted to spend the $1,500 and divide it into 3 lots and sell one, it would basically pay for a nice chunk of or sell 2 and keep the big one for themselves and put the lot up front. Then they could almost pay for it. Or they could just wait. Right? They could just say, hey, I want all the land, and this was great because it's in town and it's got that main dirt road where, if they do 4-wheeler stuff or they want to they can kind of go to town.
Just let the town grow up around them. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's neat. I like those. I like the economics. I'm a finance guy. I'm always looking at the economics. But other people are looking at a lot of the other stuff you're talking about. So I think that's cool. That's good.
And I thought about subdividing it myself and putting it in the application, but it's a 3-month process. And I was like, well, I could do that, I guess. And then how long before all the lots sell? And then I was like, you know what? I think it's easier to do this and leave some meat on the bone and make it kind of a fun lot to sell quicker.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's do that.
Go find some more deals. Go find some more land. Just keep serving it up.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I hear you.
It's kind of the funnest one I've had, so I kind of like this one.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's so flexible in terms of what somebody could do with it.
Yeah.
And then just the fact that it's a nice chunk of land that's near town like that with the water connection and,
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Thank you, Mike. Thanks.
No, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Talk to you again soon. Bye.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so Mike Hasman, good-looking property, very creative one in Fremont County, Colorado. And so it's just south of Denver, south of Colorado Springs, a little bit west of Pueblo, and the town of Fremont. So if you're interested in that one, go to the website, look up Fremont County, Colorado. And it's under Fremont County, Colorado. He's asking $42,000, and Mike Hasman got his contact information's there on the page. So when you get there, you can call him and ask him more questions, get more detail on what he's talking about on splitting it up and who to talk to about splitting it. He'll probably he can give you probably notes on who he's been talking to and stuff. Yeah, so let's move on. So we got a couple different properties in Colorado. It's gonna be, I think this whole show is gonna be like Colorado. So we got a new member on the website with a bunch of Colorado properties. So let's start with the newest stuff that's listed, and I'll try to keep up with comments too as I can. See, Castell's Posh Closet. Since I currently live in the heart of wine country, I do have an interest in the areas in Cochise that folks are planting grapevines. I may not have the money for it all, but love the idea and potential. People are planting grapes in lots of areas, and I think it's neat to see them going into Cochise County too. Linda Mayfield saying, I need something for my tiny house. It's just me. Yeah, just got to find the right place. I just want to live far away. Linda is saying, I just want to live far away from HOA-plagued areas and grow my own food without someone having a hissy fit about it. Yeah. Yep. Neighbors, right? Okay, so let's look at some of these. And I'll try to point out, I mean, not all of them, some of them have HOAs. Try to avoid them, but some people love it. Sometimes you get more community, more people in the area. So here's Claiborne, Arkansas. I think Curtis put this one up here. $500 property, 0.23 acres in Claiborne County, Arkansas. I don't even know where that county is. I'm going to do a little bit of research for myself here. You guys can follow along. Claiborne, Arkansas. Let's see where this is at. Oh, okay. This is by the hot springs. So there's Fairfield Bay, and there's some neighborhoods in here that have a lot of properties up for sale. And then it's beautiful. There's a bunch of these lakes are just gorgeous lakes. There's really nice trees in the area. And I've never owned or sold or traded a property in this county. And Curtis is pulling them up and going for it. So this is beautiful to see. So look at this. Look at all the water here. I've seen pictures of these lakes, and they're gorgeous. I don't know how to say it. It's just really gorgeous lakes. Beautiful coastline all over the place. I mean, you go fishing and boating, and $500. Property's $500 for a quarter acre. And so you can see boats in the pictures, people driving boats around. And yeah, so it's close to the lake. It's on a hill maybe, looking out at the lake. There's a boat going by in the lake. People keep these boat houses. You don't have to live right on the lake to go boating. You could drive over to the boathouse and take your boat out of the boathouse. It says electricity is within 50 feet of the property. There's Green Ferry Lake and Cherokee Drive. So here's some boat houses on the side of the lake. Looks like you could drive over there, probably ride your bike, scooter, electric bike or something. Just go over to the boathouse, take your boat out. Golf cart, you could probably just golf cart it. Golf cart's probably cheaper than an electric bike anyway. There's some boathouses. There's some fall color on the lake. This is the main road leading to the property. Property is able to be seen on the right side of the road. So up here somewhere. There's a paved road going back into the property. So they're probably looking from back up here. And here's the lot. This is a bunch of trees near the lake. $500. $500 property. Just online checkout and just go for it. Large 8-acre neighborhood home site in Southern California, or Southern Arizona. Sorry, here's one in Cochise County, Arizona. I'll pull up. I'll show you where Cochise is. So Cochise County is a big square-looking county. You know, classic Western square, not following the topography and stuff. They just laid it out on a map, drew some lines with a ruler or something. So here's Arizona. Here's the state of Arizona. This is the southeastmost corner of Arizona. So we keep talking about Cochise County. This is where Cochise County is. You got El Paso over here to the east, and Tucson to the west. Tucson's going to be your main supply center for bigger supplies. Kind of, you might be able to fly in and out of that airport. Kind of. Phoenix got a better airport to get in and out of. Smaller supplies, I mean main supplies like Home Depot, I think you can get in Sierra Vista and Benson, but Walmart you can get in like Douglas, and then gas station kinds of supplies you can get along spread out through the county. So let's see where this property is. This property is 8.5 acres, and Andy Barnhart's got this one on the website. He's asking $34,950, and let's see if he got oh, look at that. So there's the property. It's got a bunch of houses around it. And this looks like a popular area. Maybe a mystery building on the property. Looks like some mountains in the background. Let's see what part of the county this is. Looks like there's a power line right here. That many neighbors in the area. I wouldn't be surprised there's utilities. And looks like a couple different streets to get in there. Might want to fix one up to make it the official street in and out of there. Here's GPS coordinates. I need to get my maps on there to get the better location. These newer properties don't have the maps. I'm trying to get the maps filled in as the properties come on. So where are we? Sierra Vista Southeast. Hereford. Okay, so Douglas is over here. That's usually my point of reference in Cochise County. Where's Douglas? I'm not used to owning property in this part of the county. I never really got any over here. I never offered enough money to get these properties. These are more sought after properties. So you're by Sierra Vista. Sierra Vista's got all kinds of supplies and good schools, and you know, if you want to get your hair done or something, go to Sierra Vista. Not that I have any hair left to get done, but you know what I mean. If you want to get some new tires for your car, you can go there and get some tires. Pick up a new countertop for the kitchen. Yeah, you can go there. it's got enough supplies. Looks like there's a park downtown too. Wonder what that looks like. I'm always trying to find parks like this when I'm doing road trips with the kids, because they don't, their attention span isn't that long. So I like finding parks, check out people's different parks. Looks like they got a Target, Buffalo Wild Wings, Outback Steakhouse. They've got the classic friendly names of restaurants in the area. We've got Los Angeles County, California. We've looked at lots of these. Willie keeps putting these on the board. He keeps selling them as fast as he can go too. People keep grabbing them. 11,990. This is 2.5 acres in Los Angeles County, backside of LA. Looks like there's power lines. The maps aren't up yet, but let's see. So it looks like a paved road either out front or right nearby it. Elementary school right down the street. Looks like the kids could just about walk to the elementary school. Yeah, it's just your classic flat open pallet, go do what you want to do with it land. And just north of Palmdale. Here's some pictures of the area. And Willie's got a bunch of these kinds of properties to choose from. Backside of Los Angeles, San Bernardino County and Kern County, all within, long commute to Los Angeles. But they're within range to go to Los Angeles and enjoy some entertainment every now and then. Or use LAX airport to fly in and out of if you ever want to get out somewhere. So Cochise County, here's some more Cochise County. Here's 4 acres, Cochise County, 24,950. Andy Barnhart's got this one. Let's see where this one's at. So he's been getting them in the fancier parts of the county. I don't know these roads. There's some power lines. Look at that. Bunch of nice houses around the area. This looks like the same house. Maybe, yeah, he had this property right behind it too. So I think he's butterfly to this one. He's got that other one up for sale. This one might have a mystery building of some kind on it too. Some old structure or foundation or something. Walmart, 13 miles away. Yeah, so this is South Bisbee. This is the same area as the last Cochise one we're just looking at. But it's 4 acres instead of 8 acres. They're asking $25,950. It looks like it's got houses and utilities in the area. There's San Bernardino County, 2.3 acres in San Bernardino County, California. I'm guessing this is Willie again. He keeps putting these on the website. Willie, up here we go. $8,490, 2.3 acres. And looks like it's on a road. You could probably drive up and just go to town on it. There's Lucerne Valley. Okay, so it's in Lucerne Valley. I mean, everything I've had in Lucerne Valley sold pretty short order. If I had the right price on it. And it seems to be quite attractive for people to go use those. It's beautiful weather. This time of year, it's beautiful. The flowers are going to come in thick. There's been a lot of rain. Oh, we should get the flower pictures on the website. 37 acres in southeast Arizona. 18,799. I'm guessing this is Cochise. Yeah, Cochise County, 37 acres. Wow, Andy Barnhart's got another one. So look at this. You could probably break it up into pieces. You're going to want to look at the exact measurements of that one. It's a portion of a portion. So tax amount, like $400 a year taxes, asking $18,799. Oh, look at that. There's mountains right in the background. Neat. Okay, so looks like it's the foothills of these mountains, so you get the mountain backdrop. North Gasline Road, 80. I'm not sure what part of the county this is. Oh, okay, this is out by Rodeo. Yeah, so there's a porthole. So this is the eastern side of the county. Hour minute, just like an hour from Douglas. Get some big beautiful properties out that way. Not many people. Rules and regulations, yeah, right. Like this is low rules and regulations county, and as you get out to that side of the county, there's hardly any people that really know rules and regulations. 5 acres in Lucerne Valley. This is going to be Willie again. We can skip through these a little bit faster. Here's 2.25 acres in San Bernardino County. It's 8,490. Lucerne Valley, like, that's always been really grabbed up. Everyone I've had in Lucerne, it's always amazed how fast they went. Kern County, 2 acres, Ridgecrest, California. So this is north a little bit more, up into Kern County. Website's taking a while. And after that, we got one in Bent County, Colorado. For all you guys trying to surf the website at the same time. Yeah, I'm just getting a bunch of spinning wheels. Let's read some note. Rocky Greer says that is Veterans Park. I think we're talking about the Veterans Park in Sierra Vista. Walk to elementary school these days. Luke, would you allow your children to walk to school backside of LA? Tell the truth. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, my kids walk. I pick them up at the park next to school. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that. Have them walk to the park, and then I pick them up at the park. And yeah, it's different points of view, right? Linda Mayfield, Luke, do you have anything in Oklahoma by a lake? Let me load the map search. Takes a little bit to load. We'll see what we got in Oklahoma. Angela Nadeau says pretty foothills. Chris Kane, I have to be out of my house and I have ducks. Would like a pond or lake, not one you can't eat the fish. Cheap or USDA approved. A house would help, or can put a RV on it. Can you help? I'm thinking. Chris says Tehachapi, California is a great place. You want a pond or a lake in Tehachapi? That's a tall order. I think there's some properties coming up we have in Michigan that are on a river. That might work. Maybe it's not like contained enough for the ducks, but that might work. Pretty cheap. Not sure about the USDA financing on land. I don't know how that works. I should know, but it's probably going to be a lot easier to buy one with a house if you're like trying to move right away. And buy one with a house and a bunch of land than if you want to build on the other side of the pond and rent out the house to someone. That kind of thing to make the payments, and you got a place to start and go. I probably shouldn't say that because I sell land without houses, but that's just the way it is. It'd probably make more sense if you could find that kind of move. So here's Kern County, California, 2 acres. Especially if you're trying to use finance, like house finance. It's hard to use house finance when there's no house on the land. That's why the economics are so beautiful, taking a property from no house to house. If you find the right area, you put a house on it, all of a sudden you can sell it to somebody with USDA financing or FHA financing or whatever bank, regular financing. It can be a beautiful trade. Can't move my feet, the dog's in the way. Okay, so Kern County, 2 acres. Willie's got another one, 11,990. He just keeps bringing these up again and again, and just keeps selling. Just beautiful. Everybody's happy. The sellers are happy. Willie's happy. People buying from Willie are happy. Okay, then we got a bunch of these properties in Bent County, Colorado. Brian P. McCarthy is new to the website, so welcome, Brian. We don't have your picture on there yet. If you're watching this, Brian, let's get your picture on there. And we got your phone number, your contact information and stuff. And he's got a bunch of these properties that he says are RVs allowed. So this is Bent County, Colorado. And I saw this and I was like, where the heck is that? So I'm going to do the same thing. Bent County, Colorado. Let's pull up a map. So Las Animas is the name of the main town that's there. And there's I think it's Arkansas River. Not 100% sure. So here's Colorado. Here's Denver. And here's Colorado Springs. Here's Pueblo. And then east of Pueblo, the other properties we're looking at were west of Pueblo. This is east of Pueblo. And And this part of the countryside is where we're talking. So this is the eastern side of Colorado, towards Kansas, out on the plains. Trinidad down here, and Kit Carson, there's a good name. Ajunta over here. So this lake is a piece of a river. I want to say it's the Arkansas River. Yeah, Arkansas River. Purgatory River, Arkansas River connect. Arkansas River is a massive one. So Arkansas comes in, fills up this reservoir. Let's see what the satellite looks. If it's actually water, if it's swamp. Yeah, it's water. So they've got a nice looking water-filled reservoir here that keeps going. And so south of this Las Animas, and this countryside, this is where the property is. So let's go back to this. He's asking $1,199 for property that you can park RV on. RV's allowed. He's got some pictures. Well, we could turn that around, I guess. We could shift the pictures. I wonder if the camera guy had one leg that was longer than the other or something. They all seem to be tilted. We could fix that. We'll do some photo editing. There's power lines, and yeah, there's some power lines in the area. And so there's bed and breakfast right up the way. I don't know anything about this area, guys, but you can have an RV there. And Brian's doing owner financing, $200 down. $200 down, $200 a month for 8 months. You can park the RV there. I wonder if you can stay in the RV full time or if it's part time. This is a grocery store and post office right near there. Yeah, I'm not sure how long you can stay. We should call him and ask. Let's try it. Let's see if Brian answers the phone. Because I know everyone's going to ask, how long can I stay there in an RV, right? So he's got like a dozen of these properties. There's a bunch of them in this neighborhood that he's got. Maybe 20 of them.
Hi, you've reached the Terrain Project. Please leave your name.
Okay, we missed him. We'll get him another time. So I'd ask him, how long can we stay in these properties in RV? Because that could be a nice one to add to the collection. You know, if you tour around the country, you could stay there in your property in the RV. I don't know if you could stay there full time or part time or what. It kind of sounds like full time, but I'd want to make sure. And he's just asking $200 a month or 8 months. I mean, there's nice cheap lots, just easy cheap land. And so thanks Brian, for posting these on the website. And there's a bunch of them to choose from. And I figure anyone that's interested can go take a look at them and take a swing. Let's see. We've got there's a couple pages of them. They're all the same price, $1,199, and he's doing $200 down, $200 a month. So these are all on rural vacant land. bentcountycolorado.com. And this is Bent County, Colorado. B-E-N-T, Bent County, Colorado. So if you look up Bent County, Colorado, you'll see these properties. And here's one that's different. Here's one that's a bit bigger. This one's 0.96 acres. He's asking $2,999. So this one's a little bit bigger. It says put your mobile home on this one. This one's mobile home friendly. Looks like there's a bus off in the distance. This looks like the kind of area you can drive up and get away with moving in overnight. This must be the same photo guy. I wish I could just, have him change his tilt a little bit. It's not on a hill. It's not. I mean, you can tell by looking at it the way the plants are growing and stuff. But all the pictures are taken at a slant. Maybe he had a tripod and one of the legs was broken. Maybe that's what was going on. So there's a fire hydrant. And, see, other people are pulling up. There's a bunch of RVs in the area. So people are pulling into the RVs and they're going for it. I think they're living there. Some of these have, like, sheds next to them and stuff. I don't see RVs with, like, decks added on. Like, they're totally moved in, but... yeah, that looks like an area where the rules didn't catch up, or didn't happen. So Root County, Colorado. Here's another one, $3,999. Let's take a look at this one. While that's loading, someone was asking about properties with a pond for the ducks, and I wonder if it's like the egg-laying ducks. Some of those ducks lay more eggs than chickens. But there's a couple properties here in southern Michigan. One of them is on, it's on the stream. It's on a lake, like river. Maybe not that one. Maybe this one. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Maybe the one's sold. That's on the water. We had one here in southern Michigan that was on the water. There's some of Justin's properties in northern Wisconsin might be on the water too. This might be pond friendly. Those would be easy areas to dig ponds too. And then the other approach that you might want to think about. Here's Justin. This is like close to the lake. That's going to be a bigger lake than just let your ducks go kind of thing. Yeah, so one of the things I've been doing with my son is we've been building the little ponds, and there's a YouTube channel, Paul Caffaro, Paulcaffaro, I think it is. Yeah, Paul Caffaro, and he's like a high school kid, I should say high school guy, who builds ponds. And he builds ponds in his backyard. He starts out small, starts building more and more of them. This guy makes a lot of videos, makes lots of videos. He sells, like, you see up there, he's got like his some clothing lines and stuff, but he gets sponsored by these pond liner companies and pond filter companies and pond guys. And so if you look at the kinds of ponds he's creating, I mean, you could take a property anywhere and stop trying to buy a property that's on the water and on the pond, on the stream and stuff. And look at this solution. You could take a property in the middle of nowhere and not pay for all that water, and add the water. Just bring the water in. I mean, you could do rainwater collection stuff to fill this kind of stuff up if you have to. But he gets creative with pond liners. And he buries the pond liners so you can't tell, you can't see. The pond liner disappears. It's all the art of making the pond liner disappear. And then you make waterfalls and ponds, and just it goes and goes and goes. So this whole channel is about building ponds and then keeping the ponds stocked and having fun with the ponds. And he does aquariums too. But my kids love this channel. Look at this. He's almost at 1 million subscribers, 990,000 subscribers. I think when I first started watching him, it was like 50,000 subscribers or something. His channel's grown crazy. The kid's he speaks well to kids and to me. Maybe I'm a kid at heart because he's playing with the animals, right? So that's a fun one. Paul Cuffaro, Cuffaro. I spelled it wrong. Paul, Paulcuffaro on YouTube. That's the pond solution. You can add a pond to any of these properties, or a stream or waterfall or all of the above. Okay, so here's the next property we're looking at. Brian P. McCarthy is the new guy on the website. So he's got this one here too. This is Rote County, Colorado, 0.73 acres. And I wonder if these are actual pictures. This is probably actual picture of the property, right? Got some poplar, or this is Colorado. I should call them aspen trees. I'm from Michigan. We call them poplar trees. I believe they're the same tree. Some views of the area. Okay, so here's actual property picture. So those other ones are probably of the area. This is the actual property. So it looks like there's some 2 tracks around the area, and it comes in, and I mean, this looks like the kind of property you could probably hunt. You know, I don't know what Colorado rules and regulations are, but in Michigan you put out a pile of sugar beets or some salt licks or something and see what shows up. That's that might be the actual property. Some good looking trees. Nice, beautiful green, lush area. Yeah, so $3,999 for 3/4 of an acre in Route County, Colorado. So thank you. Thanks for Brian for bringing that one to our attention, putting that on the website. And then we got, try to skip through a lot of these new ones since the last time we looked at the properties on the website. Some come and go before I even get a chance to show them off. It's loading. We'll play with the map. But we've got these Wisconsin ones. As the weather starts cracking here, I bet you these Wisconsin ones get more attention, you know, by lakes and stuff. Here's the current map, ruralvacantland.com. So we've got a lot of properties scattered across the country, lots of different parts of the country. We even got Hawaii in there. And there's just a lot of them to choose from, up and down the coast, each coast. These are a bunch of the ones I'm working on right now, are along the backside of California. I'm kind of all sold out of the ones down here, but I've been working on those a lot in the past. And I plan and hope to work on some commercial properties coming up. If you guys like commercial properties, I don't know if you guys are interested in commercial properties, but I've been studying a lot of the same statistics happen in these residential properties as the commercial properties. You get a couple 1% of them are crazy price, and a lot of them are somewhere in the middle, and then some of them are crazy low price. And when you say commercial, it doesn't have to be a hospital or a power plant that's built on it. It could be a house without the regulations of the residential regulations that we're always trying to deal with. If you get commercial property, oftentimes you have to pay more for it. That's like conventional real estate. This kind of real estate, we just make up our own prices and just make offers and see who's willing to take us up on it. And we can put them up for sale, and you can get commercial properties for residential use or whatever you want to use them for. And you want to build a house you start with the barn, or start with the garage, or start with you want to have a house with no windows for whatever reason. I don't know. You want to have a house that's weird shape, that's not house, defined by neighborhood rules and regulations. You can do it on commercial most of the time. Commercial will let you build what you want. You don't have all the regulations of house regulations. So that could be a lot of fun too. So I'm trying to work on that coming up. So here's one. It's 3.71 acres. Let's open that one up, let that load. In Teller County, Colorado. We got another Route County, Colorado. R-O-U-T-T. I'm going to pull this up because I'm learning new counties. I'd never heard of this county before today. Route County, Colorado. 23,500 people. Looks like a big area, not very many people. Which is my kind of place. Look at that nice looking lake. Nice mountain lake. Hardly any major roads through there. I mean, 40 goes through, but one main road. A lot of this just looks like national forests, a lot of government land. It just looks like a wilderness kind of area. Steamboat Springs. Oh, that's where Steamboat Springs is. Okay. So that's the county we're talking about that this property is in. No, this is a teller. We'll come to that one. It's Routt County. We'll load that one. Let's go talk about the Teller County and then go back to Routt while that one loads. So this is Brian McCarthy again, bunch of Colorado. Teller County, Colorado, 3.71 acres. There's some houses in the area. Are those rocks? Yeah, there's houses in the area. Houses scattered out through the area. Different boulders and houses. And trees and a road. So that kind of looks like a power line too. I think there's a power line there. I'm not 100% sure. But there's enough houses that I wouldn't be surprised. So trees, houses, roads, Teller County, Colorado. This one's always been a popular county. So the backside of Colorado Springs. There's Colorado Springs up over the 24 and down, and you get to this property, hiding in the woods. How much is he asking for this and the size? Let's see. $16,999 for 3.71 acres. Teller County, Colorado. Looks like a beautiful one. Okay, so then we got, there's Routt County, Colorado, 1.29 acres. You had another one in this neighborhood. Looks like there's a house down here, a house over here, scattered, there's a house over here. This might be a stream over here, scattered meadow and trees. There's numerous houses in the area. Scattering of houses. So I'm sure they've got supplies that they go to somewhere and utilities that they probably tap into. They figured it out, right? Yeah, just south of Steamboat Springs, Colorado. It's asking, how much was he at? $11,999. It's more Fremont County, Colorado, 5.25 acres. Looks like a good solid lot. $12,999. I'm just gonna keep flipping. Routt County, some more Routt County, Kern County, Patricia Zach, I think, has this one. $17,900 for 28 or 29 acres in Kern County, California. My internet is slowing down. It's a nice big chunk of land. Got the auto company's proving grounds. I think maybe the Toyota proving grounds, or I'm not sure which one it is. But Los Angeles is over here, down here maybe. And so you're just north of Los Angeles. Some more Fremont County, Colorado. Some more Kern County, another 28. There's a couple different 30-acre properties in Kern. Van Buren County, Michigan. I think that's one of them we were just looking up. This might be the one I was thinking that's got the water. Let's see. $28,000. Trees, houses next door, road frontage. A nice grass pasture to have your animals. Yeah. And the list goes on and on, guys. This is just a taste of the properties we've got for sale. RuralVacantLand.com. These are the ones that are posted like within the last week or so, and maybe 2 weeks because I didn't update them last week. So the last 2 weeks, and getting on page 5, that's like 50 properties or something in the last 2 weeks that have come on. Here's Some more Cochise, Park County, Colorado. Some more Park County, Colorado, Washington County, Okanagan County, Washington. Let's take a look at that one. $38,000 for 26, 27 acres. Some Castilla County, more Fremont, Castilla County, Colorado. I think we start getting into the ones that we were looking at in the past. Tricia Zach. So $38,000 for 26 or 27 acres in Okanagan County. Look at that. There's some nice looking deer. Spring deer, velvet on. Someone's been out there. Good looking piece of land. Yeah, so feel free to go take a look at these properties. RuralVacantLand.com. It's a lot of property. I can't keep up with them all. You know, I've got deals in there too. So this is a lot of properties. Lots and lots of properties. Chris Kane says, I have a pond liner I can use. Thanks. Yeah, it's fun doing the pond liner action. You can put together some good ones. Roy Merrill says, redneck hot tub. Exactly. I'm going to subscribe to the pond guy, says Angela Nandu. Yeah, that's a fun one. David Montero says, call me when you have a sec. Okay, Dave, I'll call you. Says we have a strong offer in one of our parcels. I like to hear that even more. Anytime towing VT, could be interested in commercial for sure. Yeah, I know, right? There's all these commercial properties out there, and I've bought a couple commercial ones on accident, but I've never actually targeted them. So I thought, why not? Let's start targeting them. And one of the guys that I think is watching this show has been pulling a lot of data on these commercial properties in multiple different areas, and I've been doing statistics on it. I've been looking at it and comparing and contrasting, and it looks a lot of the same as residential properties. When I pull data sets on residential properties, maybe the higher end properties are transaction history is like $1 million or $2 million or $5 million or something, and the lower end is like $1,000 or whatever. And then you look at it on the commercial, and the high end is like $50 million, but a couple properties down from there, it just drops right off to, $100,000 or $50,000 kind of transaction numbers. And so I think a lot of people look at it in the way that I've looked at real estate in the past, and you see the asking prices of those top crazy things, and you think it's all some crazy price like that, but I don't think it is. I think there's a huge distribution of prices and quality, and why not? I mean, it's an asset class that I should add to the toolbox. Volume's low, Luke. Okay, it's really hard to get audio to work on these for everybody. Different people have different settings. Sometimes mine's working great, sometimes it's not. I can never know if it's mine or other people's audio. It's probably my voice. I'm not a huge voice throwing person. So yeah, let's I want to give some land away. I want to ask you guys a question too before I do. This is not the question to give land away. This is me thinking out loud question. And one of the conversations I had in the past with Land Academy guys, numerous conversations I've had in the past, Land Academy guys that have given land away numerous times. They said it's very hard to give land away. And before I started giving land away, I didn't really realize how hard it was to give land away. I thought people would love to have land, to have free land. And I've run into a lot of numerous stumbling blocks, a lot of people returning it, trying to give it back, trying to get rid of it in different ways. Maybe it's the quality of the land I'm giving away. But some people are super happy to get it and they run with it and it's fun and it's great. But a lot of people it doesn't seem to stick. And I'm giving it away because I want to change people's views of land. I want to create more wealth. I want the ripple effect to happen through these kinds of transactions. I think people get land, they might get more land, they might buy more land, they might sell it, they might do owner financing, they might do all kinds of things. It might get them thinking, it might plant a seed. that becomes a lot more than just that little piece of land that I give them. And I've been thinking about other ways of doing that, other angles, other ideas, and I don't know if it'd be too complicated, but I've been thinking for like the same kind of money that I'm spending on the land that I'm giving away, I could give away mailers. And I don't know if anyone would be interested in that, and I don't know exactly how I would do it. Well, I kind of do, but I would like to give away in the future. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to do it. See what you guys think. I'd like to give away mail that I do the data scrubbing. I figure out what offers I want to send out, like make cash offers, and I send them out. And they could be in my name, and you answer the phone as I'm working with Luke or something, or they could be in your name if you're comfortable with that. And the deals that come back from those letters could be your deals. And you could take the deal and run with it if you want to go buy the land that's coming back from that letter and do whatever you want with it, own it, keep it, resell it, whatever. Or they say, Luke, I got a deal. Guy wants to sell his property for X, the same amount of money that you put in the letter, and here's the basics of it. And what do we do? I say, okay, I'll finance it. I'll put up the money and buy the property, and then we'll go sell it, and then we'll just split the profits off of it, right? I'll do a lot of the work of making it happen and split the profits with you. You take the call, you paid for the mail like I'm giving you the mail. And you might like that. Some people might like to do that. Some people probably hate it. And I'm wondering if it'd be a lot of education that goes along with it. It might be too onerous of an education side from my point of view to give mail away. I might be answering too many questions to pull this off, or too much hand holding. And I think it depends on the person that gets the deal. So I thought maybe I give them the option, because maybe a lot of people aren't excited about answering the phone on those kinds of calls or something, but they're excited about doing the deals and the land and stuff. So maybe maybe my office could answer the phone on the calls, and you still get the deal, but I just walk you through it. Like, hey, one of your deals came in. Here's the particulars. You can go look it up. Do you want to take off with it? You want me to run with it and just autopilot the thing and buy it, sell it, pay you out your part of the profits of the deal? And I think doing that might plant a seed for more people to do more mailers with me, work with me, either answering phones or not, or just having my office answer the phones. And I mean, one of the mailers I just did on here was like a couple $100 mailer, and I sent it out to neighborhood in Lake Tahoe, and I just got a deal. I was just looking at it before this call, where I could buy the land for about $100,000 less than what they're trading for in the marketplace. I mean, $100,000 we're talking about here. $100,000 spread. I mean, I'm dreaming of $50,000 spreads, and $50,000 spreads are awesome, but $100,000 spreads even better. And so if I buy the land and I sell it, I'll probably not ask for the full $100,000. Maybe ask for $75,000 or $80,000 or something in between, and make it a really good deal for whoever buys the land. And if that was the mailer, the person that did that won that mail, could be, let's say it was $80,000 spread. They can make $40,000, and that could be a serious seed plant to somebody's finances, to somebody's mindset, to somebody's inclination to do some of these kinds of deals. I think that'd be a lot more powerful than giving a piece of land away. Or maybe I could do both. Maybe I could give some land away and some mail away, or some combination. I'm trying to land the idea home a lot harder than I have been doing by giving away cheap, kind of junky pieces of land for lack of a better way to describe it. I want to make it better. I want to up the quality. I want to make it better on multiple fronts. Maybe it's these commercial properties. I mean, maybe it's not $100,000 spreads. Maybe it's a $500,000 spread. I don't know. I'm going to be really scratching my head at why I gave mail away for one of those deals. But you don't know. I mean, I give mail away, give away 100 mailers or 500 mailers or something. And if I do all my data right and I place the offers really well, they still might not hit anything. They might come up with goose eggs and nothing comes through. And that might be a depressing point. Or maybe the person says, yeah, let's do it. I'm going to add in a little bit of money and get even more mailers. Let's do it. Let's hit it harder. And but it's probably round 2 or 3 after one of them hits before they do that. And we could grow the business even more and do it with friends, with partners, right? As you guys. And so, yeah, someone's saying, glad I haven't won yet. There you go. I'd probably just open it up to everybody. So let's see what the ideas are saying. Someone says, fantastic idea. I agree, great idea. I like how you think. Yeah, Angela Anu. Okay, Chris Kane says, okay, now you're talking. Yeah, Angela Anu, junky pieces. Junky in relation. I mean, I shouldn't say junky. I mean, I pay like $50 for these properties that I've been giving away, right? Like $50 plus paperwork and stuff, but basically $50. Every time I give a piece of property away, it's costing me at least $50. And you could sell them for $500 or $1,000 or $2,000. I've sold these kinds of properties for like $2,500. So if you start looking at those kinds of numbers, that's like, it starts to mean something. You know, radio stations bragging about giving away $1,000 gifts and like everybody and their brothers all over it. $1,000, like awesome, sweet. I think these properties are worth more than that. I think these mailer deals could be worth even way more than that. Yeah, so just kidding. One man's junks and others, yeah. I'm trying to up the game. Like, so you want to buy a property, you want to build a house on it. How do we get from point A to point B? How do you capitalize that? How do you make it happen? How do you get the plans? How to, you know, all that stuff. This is one thing I could add. Got the office set up. I mean, we can do tons of these deals, hundreds of these deals, right? So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. So maybe I'll get it kind of figured out more for next week. Anytime Toe VT says, you're doing a good thing. Brilliant idea. Bridget Green Shepherd. Okay, nobody's picking on my idea. This is amazing. It's good. So now you're giving me some courage to do it. Almost like a mentor. Yeah, but I got to be careful because I don't want to sign up for like being a total full-on teacher. I don't have enough time to do that. And some don't have the time. Yeah, I could do something like that. A bunch of people, I agree. Good. Wow, great idea. Yeah. Okay. So I'll work on that for next time. And, you know, the mailers I've done in the past, I think are a huge learning curve. And mailers going forward, I'm going to try to do better. And try to get bigger spreads, like bigger dollars. And a lot of the people might not be happy with the land that I'm putting up for sale because it might cost more. But in relation to what the land is in that area, it should still be the cheapest, easiest land in that area compared to everything else around it. And I think by doing that, we could make more money per transaction, and the finances really cut through a lot better on multiple different accords. It'd be easier for me to give away mailers, which could turn into deals. Okay. Yeah, so let's give some land away today, and we'll talk about mailers out in the future, because I got to figure out exactly how to do that. So we started off with the first property that was up for sale, and I don't even know the name of that property, but I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up live here after people, maybe you guys look it up. The first property that we did that was up for sale on the website, not the one we called Mike about, but the one that's on the website in the listings, which is the newest one listed on the website. What's the newest property listed on the website? What's the county that property is in? If you, the first person to name the county that property is in, the first person, not the seventh, the first person to name the county that's in, gets a piece of property. It'll be another one of these $50 Arkansas properties. I'll do the paperwork for you, and then you got to sign and mail it in. And I got the chat pulled up here on the screen so we can see as it goes by. Cochise, Florence County. You know, I don't even know what county it was. I think it was in Arkansas. I think it was Curtis's county I'd never heard of. I think that's probably it. Claiborne County. Let's go see if that's it. I think Lydia got it. Let's go look at the website and make sure. I'm asking questions I don't even know the answer to. I think I do, but I'm not 100% sure. And it might have updated since we did it. Okay, Claiborne County, Arkansas. So where'd it go? Here's a chat. So yeah, Claiborne. So Lydia Caruso, Claiborne County. These other guys are talking about a bunch of other counties. She's so far the only one that's done it, so it doesn't even matter. I'm glad I didn't ask the seventh person. It would have taken too long. So Lydia, you got it. Lydia, Claiborne County, Arkansas. Let me find my list. I don't believe username. Okay, Lydia Carrasco. I'm not saying this is the last land that I'm giving away, but this might be if the mailer deal works out, because I think that could be a lot bigger giveaway. Everybody could win on it. Maybe I'll do a mixture. And I'm going to start it over. So everyone that's won land in the past, you'll be open to win again going forward on the mailers if you're up for it, if you want to. And I haven't decided. Maybe I'll give some land away and mailers, or an option of mailers or land, or just mailers or just land, or what. But I think I'm going to start it over. I'm going to start the list over. It's a new year, right? And I think the mailer thing will be a lot of fun. And I just got to run it through my head a little bit more and get it all figured out. And I think I've got it figured out. We'll give away some mailers that you can make some serious money on, and I think that could change people's lives if we do it right. I think that'll be a lot more fun. I mean, giving land away is fun too, but I think this could be even more fun. So thank you guys. Thanks everybody for listening, for watching. It's Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. Hope to see you next week, 9 a.m. and Pacific time, and talk to you soon. Thanks.